I think you can start now.
Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to the Srimad Bhagavatam discussion topics on Srimad Bhagavatam class. So today is Tuesday evening over here. It's 9:30 p.m. and it's the morning hours over there. So let me start on the topics we will discuss. Let's start with the Mangalacharan. Om Agyanam Timirandasya Gyanam Jana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Nama Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Sri Chaitanya Mano Vistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Srimate Sri Chaitanya Mano Vistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantika Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Utapada Kamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Pitam Tam Sajivam Satvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaskate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanushuta Devi Pranamami Hare Priya Vancha kalpadaruvisya cha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So the discussion of topic that was given by the Kalyani Jagannath Mandir is the 6 questions by the sages of Naimisaranya, which is from 9 to 23. We have the 6 questions there. And the second topic is qualities of a representative of Vyasadeva. That is from text number 5 through 8. We can see over there. And the third topic is power of taking shelter of pure devotees. That text number is 15. And the role of Srimad Bhagavatam in Prabhupada's mission is from the preface, then 4 and 16 verse, and then the status of the people in the age of Kali is text number 10 and 11. And then this topic I will not do today. Vasudev is the symbol of transcendental position. Actually, in the text number 12, it's Vasudev, not Vasudev. So I have to clear that. Maybe next week either I or Sucharu Prabhu will cover that topic. And then slaughterhouses of so-called education is the 22nd text number. Okay, so now let's go to the first topic, the 6 questions of the sages of Naimisaranya. So the sages at Naimisaranya, as we had discussed before, that they had assembled in the forest of Naimisaranya, the places in halfway between Delhi and Haridwar. So Shukadev Goswami was over there reciting Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. And then Sutta Goswami heard this Srimad Bhagavatam, and now he is repeating what he has heard. And the sages who were assembled in Naimisaranya, they were inquiring, they were doing actually yagya. And Naimisaranya, this forest is very suitable for doing yagyas, because of doing so many yagyas and so many chanting of the mantras and invoking the prayers over there for the service of the Lord, the sacrificial arena is there. All the demoniac propensities are over there, it's all vanquished there. So this place is very much important for the sages to go and do the yagya over there. And they placed this question to the sages. They were headed by their leader was Shaunak Rishi, and they are asking this question because they do this yagya fire sacrifice for the for pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and this for the pleasure of Vishnu, and also for the devotees, the pure devotees of Lord. So they are now they are asking for the welfare of, what is the welfare? What is the first question is, what is the absolute and ultimate good shreya for people in general? Because after like the end of 5,000 years, the Kali Yuga had already set in, and in this age of Kali, which is Iron Age, typically the people were atheists, they were not God conscious at all, and so they were asking what is the absolute and ultimate good for the people in general. And then the second question was, what is the essence of all scriptures? So many scriptures are there, so many kinds of worship, and in the scriptures are recommending. So they wanted to know, like Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all the Vedanta Sutra, and all this book compiles everything, so what is the essence of all the scriptures, they wanted to know. So the answers we are going to find, like in the second chapter, which is talking about the Supreme Personality of Godhead should be the object of our worship, and we have lost our relationship with Him, and how we can revive that relationship by doing devotional service, we can revive, and what is the sum and substance of all these Vedic literatures. That was their second question. And then the third question was, for what reason or purpose did Lord take his birth from Devaki? So this is in the text number 12 of this chapter. So the reason why he could have taken, Krishna could have taken birth somewhere else, but why particularly Devaki and Vasudev? Why was he inclined to do that? Because we see that there is a purpose for the Lord to come to this material world, and he comes to reclaim his pure devotees. So that is one business he has. He has multiple dharma stapana to vanquish the miscreants, but his main reason he comes is to claim his pure devotees. And Vasudev and Devaki, they were in their previous life, Sutapa and Vrishni. So Vrishni and Sutapa, they were meditating on the Lord for many, many thousands of celestial years to get Krishna as their son. Actually, in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the later cantos, we will see that Brahma had ordered them to progenate and populate, so create progenies. But then they wanted Krishna as their son. So to do that, we get a very good example here. What Srila Prabhupada is also indicating, that in Krishna consciousness, that we should be having that kind of population where the children becomes Krishna conscious. At least we don't have to do lot of tapasya and all. At least we can become ourselves Krishna conscious. And if in Grihastha ashram life, if somebody wants a children, then they can go for this, Krishna conscious children. And then the fourth question is, they wanted to know, tell us of the acts the Lord performs in relationship to creating the material world. So that is in 17th text number 17th. So how Vasudev creates the material substance. In Srimad Bhagavatam, we will see in the second chapter, text number 30 through 33, Srimad Bhagavatam explains how Vasudev creates the material substance and enters into it as the Purusha incarnation. And then we also have in Canto 3 and 4, where the creation of the universe is explained there. So those are all detailed explanations. But we are dealing with the questions right now. And when we go to the second, I'm just giving just little bit brief informations as far these questions are related. And then the fifth question was the activities of the incarnations of the Lord, which we find in the 18th verse. The Krishna incarnates, in different avatars. What are his avatars, and what are the activities of these avatars? And the final question they had is, where has religion taken shelter after Krishna has departed to his own abode? So we see that Srimad Bhagavatam is, when Krishna departed from this Dharadham to his abode, this Srimad Bhagavat Purana is stating that in third chapter, that Srimad Bhagavatam has arisen as the brilliant sun, and after departure of Krishna to his abode. And what has it accompanied with? Jnana, and accompanied with this transcendental religion, knowledge, etc. And people in this age of Kali, which is the age of darkness, that is ignorance, and they can get some light from Srimad Bhagavatam. So these are the questions here. Now we go to the second topic, that is qualities of representative of Vyasadeva. That is from 5 to 8. So there are some points we can take out from 5 and 8. So according to Srila Prabhupada, so what is the topic indicating, like representative of Vyasadeva? What do we understand as representative of Vyasadeva? So Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he imparts all the knowledge, and he gives us he has created this dharma. Everything is given by him. The Vedas came from him. And his representative, that is the spiritual master in line of disciplic succession. So what are the qualities that they are supposed to have? So according to Srila Prabhupada, a bona fide representative of Vyasadeva is also known as spiritual master, who is a guru in Vaishnava tradition. And he should embody several important qualities. And what are the qualities? Like they must be free from the 4 major vices of Kali Yuga. Srila Prabhupada also mentions to us, like, we have to follow these 4 regulative principles. Everybody knows who are in ISKCON that it's a very important. We chant our 16 rounds and also follow these 4 regulative principles along with it. Otherwise, if we are doing these heinous activities, of meat eating, the immoral, wicked behavior, that is not going to help us develop our spiritual life. So, no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling. So they have in Kali Yuga, these vices are seen everywhere. People have this kind. They don't follow any rules, regulation. There is no principles in life. They are just leading the life the way they want to live. Mainly the people in Kali Yuga, they are so degraded that they are accustomed to going to this material worlds, like different places for gambling, sports, smoking. Then there are mundane libraries, then bad associations. These are the things that they are engaged in. And these are unscrupulous men. They just manufacture their own religious faith, which are not based on any revealed scriptures. They just make up their own religious things that they are atheists. And then we are seeing this spotless character. They are Goswamis, that is one qualification they should have. Srila Prabhupada is mentioning. See, material sense enjoyment is the root cause of all these vices, because they want to enjoy the senses. But the Goswamis are the one who are representing this, representing Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is representing, he's in the disciplic succession, giving us the deliberate opinion of all revealed scriptures, and he is non-different from Krishna. The spiritual master is always humble. He does not claim himself to be God, but he's always says that he's representing. Like Srila Prabhupada would always say, any credit he has got, he would say it is my Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. So that is the mood of a spiritual master who is representing Vyasadeva. And they should have all their, Goswami means they are not Godas. People are Godas because they are doing what, enjoying their senses. They are not dovetailing their activities towards the pleasure of Krishna. Sarva upadi vinirmukta tatparetena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevana bhakti rucha. So we have to serve the senses of the Lord. He's Rishikesha's Rishikesha is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. And if we serve his senses, then we will not be subjugated to this serving the Maya and become Godas. Goswami means he is the master of the senses. And when we are Godas, then we become subordinate. We are serving our own senses. And then we have this obedience and submission. That is another quality. They should be obedient to their bona fide spiritual master, and they should have the knowledge of the Vedic scriptures in full, they should be well versed. Not only Vedic literatures, in the Itihas, the Puranas, like Ramayana, Mahabharata, and they have studied them under the guidance of the parampara. So, and then he should be able to explain what he has heard, and he should be able to present that teachings convincingly. He should be able to convince the people what he has able to hear. I mean, what he has heard from his spiritual master about the scriptures that connects us with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the devotional service. And we see the representative of Vyasadeva and Vyasadeva himself, we see they are always Krishna Katha. They are conversing about Krishna. They are always giving us the advantage of using our time in a proper manner. Otherwise, we will be wasting. Just imagine if Srila Prabhupada had not come in this world as a empowered being, then we would be lost in this world. We would not know what is our existence, how we have come to this world, what is our duties, Atato Brahma Jigasa, where we are going to end up, what is our destination, what is our Swarup. We wouldn't have any clue about all these things. And then he should be in the disciplic succession, genuine disciplic succession, that is stemming from Vyasadeva here. So, and then he is conversant in philosophy. So the disciplic succession is not something that has popped up. It is eternal. The knowledge of this science of Krishna has come starting from Krishna to Brahma, Brahma to Narad Muni to Vyasadev, and from Vyasadev, now we are seeing Srimad Bhagavatam. Shukdev Goswami has assimilated the knowledge, and practically he's giving this Srimad Bhagavatam to everybody. And then we are seeing Sutta Goswami, who is also in the disciplic chain. They are all Goswamis. As is, whatever they have heard, they are saying the same thing. And they are conversant in philosophy. They should be knowledgeable in different philosophical system, and they should present it, Srila Prabhupada is saying, in theistic views effectively. So what is theistic views? Like, we have to know theism, what is in a proper way, that who should be the object of our worship. Like Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that in this age of Kali, modern age, they say that this is a modern age. They say that, they want equality, they want everything one, we are all equal. But where is the equality? There is no equality. We find so much clashes everywhere. This is my, that is there, you don't come here, you go there. This is all going on in this material world, especially everywhere. Somewhere it is more, somewhere it is less, some area, but we are unable to see the whole human race is suffering. The living entities are suffering. Everybody is suffering. This 84 unit life, 8,400,000 species of life, that the soul is transmigrating from one body to another. It's not a very nice way of, thinking that, oh, tomorrow I have been born in this world. I have got my TV set. I have got my, I know after school or after my work, I'm going to go watch something and just spend my time, or go to the club. So this is what the modern education is about. And then we go to the person who is who is representing this Vyasadeva. He is self-controlled, he is humble, peaceful, and he is surrendered to Krishna. And he is merciful and kind. What is his purpose is what he has learned, what he has acquired from his Gurudev about his spiritual life as it is. He wants to give that to the suffering souls. That is only his business, nothing else. That is the way to represent a Sadguru, the bona fide spiritual master. He is always hankering to see the fallen souls get this some Krishna books or Krishna Prasadam. They are very eager. They are eager to give that. It is us who are withdrawing from it. We don't want to participate in anything because I don't have time. Number one, excuses of I don't have time. I have heard in many of my gatherings, can you please read one shloka? maybe once a week. I will try. Once a day, I will try. No time. So we have to see where our position is so precarious, We don't have the intention and desire to, know ourselves. These spiritual masters, they are self-realized. And then he is Samadarshina. We see that he's for him, whether you're a dog eater, whether you're a dog body, you're a Brahmana or a Kshatriya, it doesn't matter to him. All his business is what? He wants to impart this knowledge of Krishna consciousness. That's it. And everybody gets this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It is so potent that everything gets surcharged by this name. The entities around us, they also get benefited. With our naked eyes, material vision, we cannot see all these microscopic germs, this, that, But everybody gets benefited. The trees, the plants, the birds. So the Gurudev is Pandita Samadarshina. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Sunicha Eva Swapakescha Pandita Samadarshina. So that is the way the spiritual master is. And then in our Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is mentioned, Guru Krishna Rupe Hon Shastrero Pramane, Guru Rupe Krishna Kripa Koren Bhaktagane. So he gives, Krishna is giving Kripa in Guru Rupe. Krishna Kripa Koren Bhaktagane. So to the devotees, he comes as in a Guru Rup. So Guru Krishna Rupe Hon Shastre Praman. So Guru is Krishna's Rup. He is the manifestation of Krishna. This is Shastra Praman. And then he comes as the spiritual master. So he is non-different from Krishna, and the relationship of disciple with spiritual master always represent as the humblest servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the Guru engages us in the service of the Lord, and in a humble state of mind we should serve our spiritual master. And the essence, in essence, a representative of Vyasadeva should embody the qualities of a true devotee and scholar, acting as pure channel for transmitting the knowledge and teaching of Vyasadeva and the disciplic succession. So that is the second topic that I wanted to discuss a little bit. And now we have the power of taking shelter of pure devotees. That is in 15. Shloka 15. If you all have the book, you can go through that. So the power of taking shelter of pure devotees. So pure devotees are non-different from Krishna. First of all, Sutta Goswami, the sages are asking Sutta Goswami, who have completely taken shelter of lotus feet of Lord, can at once sanctify those who come in touch with them, whereas the waters of Ganges can sanctify only after prolonged use. Yat pada samsraya sutta munaya prashamayana sadhya punanti upaspristha swardhunyapo anusevaya. So the Ganges water can sanctify after a prolonged use. It is no doubt Ganges water can purify us. The holy rivers, Ganga, Jamuna, they are very powerfully, they can purify the soul, especially in India, people believe in that. But here, the Srimad Bhagavatam is saying here that pure devotees of Lord are more powerful than water of sacred river Ganges, and one can derive spiritual benefit out of prolonged use of Ganga water, but one can sanctify at once by the mercy of pure devotee of Lord. That we have that Labha matra sadhu sange sarva siddhi hai. Labha matra. So a fraction of a second is association of a pure devotee of Lord. Sarva siddhi hai. So when we take the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord and we go back to Godhead, to take shelter of lotus feet of Lord means to take shelter of pure devotee whose only business is serving, are honored by the names Prabhupada and Vishnupada. So they are known as Vishnupada, means they are serving Prabhupada. Prabhupada means Prabhu's lotus feet they are serving, and Vishnupad means the same. So they are called by that names. Like we say Om Vishnupadaya, Parivarjakacharya Stotarasata is divine grace, Abhay Charanaravinda, Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai, like that we say. So why we say that? Indicates that he is representation of the lotus feet of the Lord, and he has taken shelter of the lotus feet of Lord. He is serving the lotus feet of Lord. So we have like Narad Muni, he himself had this experience. He's telling, he's telling that, I was previously the son of a maid servant, and then his mother used to have some food ready for the sages, the rishis who used to pass, the sadhus who used to pass, and she was a maid servant, but she made sure that some food was there for these sadhus staying overnight at near her place. So she would make some swapak for them and leave it for them. And Narad Muni, a small little boy of this maid servant, with their permission, he used to take their uchishta, the remnants, and he got transformed. He became a devotee of the Lord. That is how the powerful Narad Muni, we hear he's a transcendental liberated soul. He can go anywhere. No visas, no passport required for him. He's a space traveler. Anywhere. Even in the spiritual world he can go. He can go in Vaikuntha, everywhere. He can talk to Krishna face to face. So Narad Muni, we see how by the association of a pure devotee, what is the transformation? Narad Muni, when he saw this Mrigari, a hunter, their profession was to kill the animals halfway and leave them and let them die by, with the pain stricken, and slowly they would die. They wouldn't kill them at one time. So Narad Muni, one time he was passing this forest where Mrigari was there. Then he asked, "Hey Mrigari, what are you doing? Why are you killing these animals halfway? Why can't you kill them, fully? What is your, what are you doing?" He said, "This is my family profession, so this is how I was taught." And then Narad Muni says, "Okay, now stop all this, he break your all this bow and all this." He convinced him, as because a pure devotee knows how to convince these fallen souls. And he said, "I will give you something that you do that, and you can maintain yourself with that." Then he said, okay, then he was at least hearing. So he said, "Now you chant the Hare Krishna mantra in front of a tulsi plant, and then I will provide your maintenance. Don't worry about it." And he went back, and he accepted what he has heard from Narad Muni. So he said, "Okay." Then he went away, and he and his wife started chanting the holy name of the Lord in front of Tulsi Maharani. And all the neighborhood, they started asking each other, "Hey, where is this Mrigari? We don't see him anymore. Somewhere I have heard he has left this profession of killing this animal and all. Or what's going on? Let's go and see." So it was a custom in olden days, more so. Nowadays, I don't know very much if it is practiced, but you go to somebody's place, you don't go empty hand, you take something. Like in Krishna consciousness, the brahmacharis or somebody, they come, they bring some books, or sometimes they bring some maha, or sometimes they something, they have something with them to distribute at least some books to somebody, and you give them some Lakshmi, because the books are non different from Krishna. So we should not think what are the brahmacharis doing? They are not giving us any alms. We are supposed to give them something. So that is what now it so happened they came with all this samagri, somebody bringing rice, dal, vegetable, whatever it is requirement for maintenance. So the room got filled up more than what he needs. And then he said, "What is this going on?" And in the meantime, Narad Muni is coming with Parvata Muni, his friend, to check on his disciple what he is doing. "I have given him this mantra, whether he's following it or not, or what. Let me see what is his condition." So as soon as he sees Mrigari, that his spiritual master Narad Muni is coming, he is like hopping and walking, like hopping. He's not walking, he's hopping and going towards his spiritual master. Then Narad Muni is asking, "What's wrong? Why are you hopping? Why can't you walk straight and come?" Then he's saying, "No, I'm being little careful that I don't step on any ants or anything like any other creature." So that's how was his transformation. So this is how we see how the pure devotees of Lord, they are so potent that they can deliver us from this the fallen souls whom the Lord wants them to return back to Godhead. So this is only the pure soul's business. And let me see how much time we have. The role of Srimad Bhagavatam in Prabhupada's mission. I will just say a little bit on that because we don't have much time. So from how do we understand the role of Srimad Bhagavatam in Prabhupada's mission? So we can find it in the preface. Wow. So in this human society is broader than in middle age. I'm just taking out some points from them. And then the ideal of spiritual communism according to Srimad Bhagavatam are based on oneness of entire human society, on the entire energy of living beings. So like I was saying, actually the spiritual communism is oneness of the entire human society, not the political communism like we see that we'll give you bread and in butter, you serve me. That is not the philosophy. So Srila Prabhupada, we see how he has brought this Srimad Bhagavatam in our life to re-spiritualize the entire human society. Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada says, should be introduced in schools and colleges, because Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Kumara acharyat pragno dharman bhagavatan iha durlabha manusham janma tad api adhurvam arthadam. There is disparity in human society because this is a godless civilization. And so Prabhupada traveled from India to the Paschatya Desh, where there was Shunyavadi, voidism, and people are Melachas, Yavanas, Paschatya Desh. Even in India, they are following the Western. There is no Western culture as such, the Western way we can say. So Prabhupada has given us this Srimad Bhagavatam. In Prabhupada's mission, we see that he wanted everybody to recite Srimad Bhagavatam, read Bhagavatam, hear Bhagavatam, Nashta Prayasu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloker Bhaktir Bhavati Nastiki. So, regular attendance in class of Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to our heart is completely destroyed. And loving service unto personality of Godhead is evoked. And this is, Prabhupada is also given like why his mission is, the role of Srimad Bhagavatam is, we can see in his mission. Prabhupada has given this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a transcendental science, to know the ultimate source of everything. We might think our source of existence, we came into this material world from the combination of our father and mother. No. That's a poor fund of knowledge. That's not actually what Srimad Bhagavatam is stating. So we need to educate ourselves in God consciousness, and we have to know the Srimad Bhagavatam Prabhupada has given us, which is in 9 from 1st canto to 12th canto, and he has asked us to proceed step by step, chapter by chapter we have to go. And then when we are self-realized by reading that 9 cantos, then we can dive into the 10th canto to know the pastimes of the supreme transcendental activities of the personality of Godhead. So education means we have to uh, follow a system. So the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita is a systematic study. We have this Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Shastri courses because it is a systematic study. So I will end here because I don't want to go to the verses here because of we don't have much time right now. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you for the nice class. So,
I don't know whether any questions are taken in this class or we just, I don't, anyway, some short question or comment or some corrections.
so you discussed about this, the qualities and representative of Vyasa, the power of taking shelter of pure devotees.
And
So
I've
that,
touched the role of Srimad Bhagavatam in Prabhupada's mission. Little bit I've touched. There is more
yeah.
to it. Okay.
And this, the other one, that status of the people in this Kali, age of Kali. So,
Okay. Okay, that I can do it, and that is not a hard thing. So that status of in the age of Kali, what is the status of people? So that is in 10 and 11. I'll quickly go with that. Prayena means always. Prayena alpa ayusya sabya kalo asmin juge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hi upadrita. So, in this iron age of Kali, men are short lived, quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, they are disturbed. So, what is the emancipation for them? For the people who in the Kali Yuga, they had short duration of life because of the irregular habits, overeating, or what. It's not because of insufficient food, but because of irregular habits. Means eating, we have to eat simple food to maintain our health. Atyahara, prayasascha, we are not supposed to have atyahara, overeating, sense gratification, and dependence on others' mercy. We should not follow that standard. Therefore, our duration of life is shortened because of all these things. Overeating, and nobody is dying because of. I mean, nobody dies because of moderate eating or less eating. It's overeating. We see people have lot of complication, and that way our duration, our lifespan, we are short lived. And then they are lazy in they don't want to even do material things. What to talk about self realization? People want to just waste their time. That is what it is. And then they are not fortunate. They are misguided teachers. The leaders of the society, they are misguiding them in yad yad achareta shrestha. So the leaders have to be bona fide. They are misguiding our human civilization. And then the age of Kali is uh, partitions, like, parties are there, then political creeds, all these things are going on. And then, um, as I had already mentioned, people are in drinking, cheating, they are bickering, always gossiping, talking things that are not, beneficial for their uh, own self. And then in this age, people are disturbed because of anxieties. The work they do, they are always in anxiety, whether I'll get my paycheck or not, whether I'm going to get my uh, food at home or not. So many anxiety. So there is no peace of mind, nor in health. They are peaceful. They are not peaceful anyway. The Grihastha ashram is supposed to help the student, the brahmachari ashram, but they are so self-centered. They have become selfish. They don't do anything that is supposed to be done. The Grihasthas are moving away. They just concentrate on themselves. Nowadays, we see even in Grihastha, the people, they are not in any ashram, they are Grihamedis. They are more interested in themselves than even in their children. They don't care about what their children are even doing. We have seen like that families also. So there is no Grihastha ashram in Kali Yuga. Their faithlessness is there. And then we have a complex nation and community in this Kali Yuga. All this we are seeing. The sages of Naimisaranya, they wanted to know how people can disentangle from all these anxieties, and they are trying to seek remedies from Sutta Goswami regarding this age of Kali. And this is the status. And in the 11th verse, it is written that there are many scriptures and people don't know what to follow. So we have to select the essential teachings of the scriptures, which is for self development. Atma is distinguished from matter, and what is the scriptures and scriptural instruction are meant for satisfaction of this self. Atma Upalipti means not selfish desire. We have to situate ourselves in our own constitutional position. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na sochati na kangsati na same sarvas bhutesi mad bhakti labhate param. That is, first we have to be in the Brahma Bhuta stage, and then we can start our devotional service and then become self-realized. So, consequently, the revealed scriptures are innumerable, and in this fallen age, nobody can follow the Varna and Ashram. The Varna and Ashram system is not there. It is all complications. There is no, people in this age are mainly Shudras. Naradham, 99% of people, Srila Prabhupada writes that they are Naradham, So, and the whole atmosphere is surcharged with opposition. So spiritual emancipation for common man is very difficult. So this Kali Yuga is very dangerous age. But there is one nice guna that we will read in the 12th canto later on. Asti hi eka mahat guna kirtanadi kirtanesh. So we can do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, chant the Hare Krishna to get out of this miserable condition. Hare Krishna, thank you very much. So I don't think there is any time for question, but maybe for 1 minute, if the time allows, or we can end.
Okay, thank you very much for the nice class. Uh, we we will carry this discussion again on Saturday when I'll give the class. So we have to move on to the following verses after this and see what what do we have to talk about. Okay. Thank you very much. Once again, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank
All
you.
glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Pancha Kalpatave Vatsva Kripa Sindhu Vatra
Daivacha
Patitanam
Patitanam
Pavana
Pavanebhyo
Prabhu
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.